Let us sing together. When you get the hang of the song, please sing with me. It's very simple. I am stronger than my fears. I am strong. In God I have my strength. I am stronger than my fears. I am strong. In God I have my strength. In God, in love, in hope I find my strength. In God, in love, in hope I find my strength. I am stronger than my fears. I am strong. In God I have my strength. I am stronger than my fears. I am strong. In God I have my strength. In God, in love, in hope I find my strength. In God, in love, in hope I find my strength.
In God, in hope, in love, I find my strength. Friends, I invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze. Just relax into your breath for a moment. Pause just briefly. And with a gentle exhale, just feel yourself relax a little more deeply into this moment. Relax into this moment that is love, that is hope, that is God, that is my strength. My strength. This morning, I want to invite you to use that faculty of imagination and see before you a great ladder that reaches up into the sky, going further than you can imagine, reaching up into the heavens, out into the universe. And rung by rung, imagine yourself climbing that ladder. Going further and further and further away from the manifest playground of planet Earth. See yourself climbing higher and higher. We keep climbing higher and higher from this manifest place so that we might see more clearly. And sometimes weariness will come. Physical exhaustion might show up. The appearance of ailments might show up, and yet we can, with a pause and a breath, come back to the truth that through divine strength I am renewed and refreshed. Through divine strength I am renewed and refreshed. I am renewed I am refreshed. I persevere through all things because God is my strength. Love is my strength. Hope is my strength. God is my strength. Strength is not being given to you, strength is already present. Because God is already present, because love is already present. Here and now. Strength is already present in the allness. And you are simply an individualized expression of that allness. And so we know I am strength. I am strength. I am strength. Say that with me now. I am strength. I am strength, and through divine strength I am renewed. I am refreshed. I am renewed. I am refreshed. And so in any moment when I am climbing the ladder so that I might see from the oneness, when I need it, strength is there. Because love is there. Because God is there. And so now, if it's comfortable, rejoin this community of believers either in this sanctuary on the coast or in the sanctuary of your heart, wherever you might be. Join us now from this elevated place where you see more, where you know more, where you know that you are one with the allness. Bring your awareness back to this space and this time, knowing that I am strength. Say that one more time. I am strength. And so it is, and so we let it be.
I am stronger than my fears. I am strong. In God I have my strength. I am stronger than my fears. I am strong. In God I have my strength. In God, in love, in hope I find my strength. In God, in love, in hope I find my strength. I am stronger than my fears. I am strong. In God I have my strength. I am stronger than my fears. I am strong. In God I have my strength. In God, in love, in hope I find my strength. In God, in love, in hope I find my strength. I just wanted to let everybody know the view on Facebook is not on the main speaker. It's on everybody. So just wanted to make sure that you knew that so you could change that. I'm sure if you heard me. So as we prepare for Rev Todd's talk, I'll sing this one. This is an original. It's called Ghosts. I want to be free, but the pain of my past is calling me back. The weight of the past is calling me back to the moments where the hurting began. I want to move on, but the road I've been on is a circular path, a merry-go-round, and there's no turning back. These are the ghosts that haunt this land. Oh, train my mind on you. Train my mind on you. On the rising sun, where each new day is born, and each tide erodes and sculpts me into something new. Oh, train my mind on you, till all the ghosts are nothing but a memory of the color blue. Oh, train my mind on you. Train my mind on you. On the rising sun, where each new day is born, and each tide erodes and sculpts me into something new. Oh, train my mind on you, till all the ghosts are nothing but a memory of the color blue. I wanna taste freedom. Let me experience freedom. Oh, I wanna taste freedom. I want to live in freedom. Oh, let me taste freedom. I want to experience, I want to know freedom. Train my mind on you, till all the ghosts are nothing but a memory of the color blue.
Thank you, Deidrey. She wrote that last night. I know this, and I am continuously blown away. Who wants to be free? Who wants to be free? Now, do we know what that really means? Because, see, freedom is actually knowing in here and in here at the same time that there is no lack, there is no limitation, that we are fully divine. See, right now we're just fully divine in potential. It's that paradox, right? Because we are fully human, and we can get attached to being human, can't we? Love being attached to being human. Maybe it's just me, but there have been times in my life where I really got attached to this idea that I'm a problem solver. Anybody like to be identified as I solve problems. That's what I do. And when I focus on that I'm a problem solver, do you know what I attract into my life? Problems. Problems. There are some people in my life that would at one point in my life say, y'all buckle in, they would say that I was a drama queen. And I would attract drama into my life. Anybody ever done that? You ever attracting drama? Lots of people like to have drama parties and invite all of y'all to that drama party. And you know what? You don't have to go. You don't have to show up for everybody else's drama. You don't have to believe that your creative potential is here to solve problems. Because solving problems means that we are attached to our ego and we are fully situated and comfortable in the discomfort of believing everything we see here in this manifest playground of planet Earth. And do y'all see problems on planet Earth? Do you see drama on planet Earth? I mean, it's, some. I read a meme today that said, it quoted the weight of a baby blue whale. Huge, the biggest baby on Earth. The biggest baby on Earth is a blue whale, except for those people that are really upset about Taylor Swift being at the Super Bowl. It's a good thing that we are not criticizing this month, aren't we? Isn't that a good thing? Woo. Y'all doing okay with that challenge? Except those extra things I added: no criticism, no gossip, no condemnation. Ooh. No sarcasm. Thank you. I can see who's doing their homework. It can be difficult, but there's a reason that came up. There was a reason that Reverend Todd said, hey, let's try this. Let's do an empirical trial and see how life looks when we give up criticizing and condemnation and gossip and sarcasm. Let's see how our life begins to maybe change in our experience. In our experience. That does not mean that the projection screen here in Playground Planet Earth is going to change, but it means our experience is going to change. Last week, we sort of talked a little bit, whether you realize it or not, we talked about our first two principles. There is only God, and that there is a spark of divinity in each one of us, and therefore we are also good. And so today we are talking about an extension of the ultimate. Our slides today are the horizon. We see the horizon. We see where we are going. In her book, The Five Principles, Ellen Davenport wrote, as we come to believe, to truly understand the first two principles, we begin to see that we are living in an ocean of love and abundance in which we cannot fail. We are ever connected to the source of all things. We are extensions of the ultimate creator, and we can tap into the power, wisdom, and guidance of the divine at any time. We can tap into the power, the wisdom, the guidance, and the strength, and the zeal, and the understanding, and all of these faculties will release. We can tap into that power all the time because we are an extension of the ultimate. We are an eachness of the allness. We are individualized expressions. But we don't always know that. Right? We don't always know that. This comes from Jim Palmer in Inner Anarchy. The enemy is not the people, but the attitudes, the narratives, mindsets, and belief systems that have poisoned us all and rule in our minds. These are the principalities and powers that have casted darkness over our world, and they must be challenged and struck down. If you want to get angry about something, get angry at the false myths and ideologies that are governing our existence. Here's something to get angry about. These ideas, myths, and ideologies are living inside your mind and ruling your life right now. That is a former mega church pastor in an evangelical church. Sounds like unity to me. Because here's the truth. If you want to change your life, you have to change the way you think. Not just the conscious level of thinking, because how many of us use our affirmations, use our denials, and we do those on a daily basis, and then sometimes we still don't see a whole lot of change? That ever happened? Maybe a few times. Or maybe we see that in other people because they say they're doing their affirmations and they say they're doing their denials, and then their life never changes. And so maybe in the back of your mind, maybe you criticize or you condemn or you think, you must not be doing it the right way. It's okay if that comes across, because we're all walking each other home. We're all learning together to be the change that we want to see in the world, to be the peace that we want to see in the world. And there's a reason that sometimes, even though we're affirming this, we're denying that, we're trying to be in the present, we are still attached here in the manifest world of what things are supposed to look like. And in our subconscious mind, where we have not really done the work, we're attached to some stuff that doesn't serve us. There are experiences from our life that instill fear in us, that instill the idea of lack and limitation in our consciousness. There are those of us in this sanctuary who have experienced trauma or neglect in their lives. There are certainly people in the world that we know that have experienced trauma and neglect and some really bad stuff. I mean, we all know. We all know. And if we don't heal that stuff, then we are still living in a limited way. We are not tapping into that unlimited resource that is available to us. And see, we are unlimited in potential when we let go of all of those self-defeating thoughts, those ideas and attachments that we have. Because the truth is, to drive down this road, this picture, this beautiful picture, to drive down that road to that beautiful, into that sky, towards those mountains, you cannot be looking in the rear view mirror the entire time. Because if you do, you're going to run off the road. You're going to have a problem that you have to solve. Be it a flipped car, a flat tire, running into somebody else. You ever run into somebody else because you were paying attention to what was behind you? It's never happened. I don't mean literally in a car. We don't have to be literal, right? We can be metaphoric at Unity. The stuff that's back there, it's made you who you are today, but don't let it keep you shackled back there. Don't let it keep you locked back there. It has been a gift. Every horrible thing, maybe there's a gift there. There is something for you to forgive. There is something that's going to allow you to love even more. But that experience does not have to be the future. It does not have to be the life that you're living. And it's going to take forgiveness work. Some of that forgiveness work, it might require the help of a mental health professional. And if it does, I invite you to find that. That is not your minister. I'm here to help point you to spiritual truth. And I'll help you find the counselor you need if that's what you need. But spiritually, we have to forgive that stuff over and over and over again, right? It's not just once. Ooh, we see how that works when we try to just forgive one time until we get really good at it. I'm not really good at it yet. But we forgive so that we can live the truth and we can see and we can live from the allness. Don't you want to live from the allness? Living from the allness, that's where freedom resides, is when we live from the allness. This comes from a talk that Eric Butterworth gave. Truth or new thought or metaphysics is normally viewed as the science of problem solving, and the chief teaching has become the secret of demonstration, which incidentally is a term most often used for answered prayer. You ever had your prayers answered? Have our prayers answered? But I want to ask you something, because you see, even though this is essentially correct, we need to see it see it all in perspective. Is the purpose of food to prevent starvation? Is the purpose of breathing to prevent asphyxiation? All would seem so. So it's in this context that we think of the purpose of truth is to solve problems. That our law of mind action, that our third principle, what we think and focus our thoughts and feelings upon, becomes the shaper of our experiences. So you need the truth when you have the problems, and when the problems are solved, you don't need them anymore. So when I have a problem, I pray, and when I don't, I don't pray. That's not the way it should be, folks. You see, actually, if we learn to eat and breathe correctly, then starvation and asphyxiation lose all relevance for us. They just don't exist in our life, and they are not even possibilities. They become a part of the rhythm of life, and they're not last-ditch efforts to save us from difficulties. So what we need then to understand and to take this step beyond or receive the truth is not simply a problem-solving series of techniques, but as a fundamental key to abundant living. When we live from the allness, our abundance unfolds in ways that we cannot even imagine. In ways we cannot even imagine. And living becomes easy. All of our prosperity flows to us, and we don't have to do treasure maps or picture boards or, but because if the problem is I need a new car, and you use your principle 3 to get that new car, and then the new car is gone and there's not a problem, well, then there's going to be a new problem, because now you have the problem of paying for it. You have the problem of getting the oil changed. You have the problem of making sure it's got gas in it, unless you get an electric vehicle, unless you have a Tesla. Then you have the problem of making sure that you drive to a place where you can plug it in. Well, when we live from the allness, we don't even have to focus on the fact that I need a new car. We just open and everything we need shows up. That's the law. We want to say, oh, it's a miracle. It's not a miracle. Living from the allness means that we live and we know that we are whole. There is nothing missing. There is nothing that we need to attract into our lives, because in spirit, everything is already here and available to us in this moment. Everything. It's hard to wrap your head around sometimes, isn't it, that everything is already here. But see, we sometimes, we're looking in that rearview mirror and we're remembering this relative and that relative all had strokes, and this relative had a heart attack, and so I have inherited disease. No, you have not. You are divine child of the allness, of the one, of the ultimate creator, and you don't inherit these things. Now, you might have a genetic predisposition to something. But when we live from the wholeness, when we live from the truth, when we know who we are, things that we call miracles happen every day. And we as a community have this possibility to support one another in reminding each other of our wholeness. Because, I don't know if y'all know this about each other, but this community can look around the room and we can see when somebody has contracted a little bit in consciousness and they're feeling the pain and the hurt, the anguish. And we can lift each other up. That's why we come together in community. We create community in amazing ways in this congregation. You don't have to be sitting in this sanctuary. You can be online. You can reach out for a prayer chaplain. You can reach out for a Reiki session. We've got so many Reiki people in this community. It's unbelievable. But you can reach out for the support that says, help me remember who I am. Are you willing to do that? Because that's what being in community is about. And being in community helps us when we remember that we are of one mind, that we are all part of divine mind. When we look as a community in a specific direction, when we are seeing the horizon and we all have a united view of what is on the horizon, then those things that we would call miraculous happen. Last November, we thought we were going to end the year in a deficit. And we all looked ahead and we said, no, we're not going to do that. Our board of trustees gathered together. Our finance teams went together and we said, no, we're not going to hold that as the possibility. We are a prosperous and thriving spiritual community, and so our horizon line is going to end the year in the black. And we did. We did, because we got clear on the truth that we are already whole, that everything that we as a congregation need is coming forth and available to us right now, and we are open and we are ready to receive. I am open and ready to receive. Say that. I am open and ready to receive. What we hold in our minds and impacts us so much. I read a story this week of a child that had a personality disorder and had a split personality. This is how strong the mind is in our physical experience. And one of the personalities that this young man had an allergy to orange juice, and he would drink orange juice and he would break out in hives all over his body because he had an allergy, and he knew he had an allergy to orange juice. And when that personality would shift to the other personality, the hives would disappear within minutes because that child did not believe it had an allergy to orange juice. If you think that your thoughts don't impact your physical being, you're not living in truth. We can argue for our limits, and when we argue for our limits, they belong to us. And the truth is, you are unlimited when you are open and ready to receive. I am open and ready to receive. Say that with me. I am open and ready to receive. One more time. I am open and ready to receive. One more time. I am open and ready to receive. I am open and ready to receive my wholeness, the truth of who I am. May it manifest in my experience. May it manifest in my body. May it manifest in all my relationships. This I claim in the name and as the nature of the living Christ. And so it is, and so we let it be. Thank you, friends.
Wow. I don't know how I'm going to be able to do anything after that. That was just, wow. I'm just going to sing. I don't have to carry the past with me. I don't have to take the thoughts that drag me through the muck. I don't have to subscribe to reliving each mess that I made for the rest of my days. I don't need to pack the shame. I don't need the thoughts that blame. I live for the holy name. I'm cleansed, healed, and fired up by the holy flame. What happened there stays there. What happened then was then. This isn't who I am anymore. I won't let how I thought shackle me to the floor. That was then, and this is now. By pure grace and sweat of brow, I'm called to be the truth of me somehow. So what happened there stays. I don't need to pack the shame. No. I don't need the thoughts that blame. I live for the holy name. I'm cleansed, healed, and fired up by the holy flame. What happened there stays there. What happened then was then. This isn't who I am anymore. I won't let how I thought shackle me to the floor. That was then, and this is now. By pure grace and sweat of brow, I'm called to be the truth of me somehow. What happened there stays there. How I thought there stays there. And who I was there stays right there.
Wow, Deidrey. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, thank you, friend.